This has been a really good tour. I think the fact that we're out with pretty much a solid death metal package. Nothing wrong with the mixed genres, but yeah, you know, we're brutal death metal. Suffocation and Flesh God Apocalypse, Faceless, what can we say? Sales have been good. I don't know about order, but on tour, really good response. I mean, it's a little slower right now because, you know, the burst came out. We came out with it on tour before that was released. And, you know, people were just eating it up like that. And still selling really good, but not like Summer Slaughter. It was like, hell yeah, this is fucking awesome. No, just getting the killer responses we were getting from the kids. About 90, I just started thinking this is what I want to do. And Santa Cruz is a surf town, kind of reggae, so there's nothing like death metal. Rare few listeners, fans. And my buddy got into playing guitar, and you know, I was like, whatever, this ain't gonna ever do nothing. He's just playing guitar, learning from scratch. Met Matt, introduced me to Matt. That was by 94. And you know, we just clicked. I saw what he was playing and writing then. He was 17, and it was like some of the riffs that we have now on the new album and Diminishing are stuff that he wasn't using because it wasn't so like in your face, technical, brutal, but he was writing really good riffs at 17 years old, and they're coming out in our songs now where I'm like, I fucking remember that shit. And names of songs he had back then that were nothing for our band, but the direction we're going with like our lyrical content and our concepts, it fits. You know, we were just more brutal, straight up brutal when we were younger, man. If they heard what we were like, so to speak, before And Time Begins, before we had anything to put out, we definitely toned it down even for that, I'd say. No, it's just its own scene. For Santa Cruz, if you're into whatever type of music you're into that isn't going to be played there, it's San Francisco that you'd probably be going to. Maybe San Jose.
Right.
But Oakland, Berkeley.
Oakland has a decent scene up there too.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. It's getting actually better.
Santa Cruz is getting better. It's just a matter of the clubs don't recognize it. The one club. Pretty much just where I lived is where I surfed, and I didn't need to go anywhere. It was, wouldn't call it world class. Santa Cruz isn't really world class. They say it is, but I was up north of Santa Cruz area, you know, like countryside and whatnot, and finding waves by myself, so it was easy, and I don't really surf with people, and I don't really consider myself a surfer. That's like a high school mentality. I just got addicted to adrenaline and psychedelics. For an average person that doesn't really do it the way I did it, yeah, it'd be difficult. For me, doing it the way I used to do it, building my shelters that were adequate and comfortable, it's hard because they're going to be patrolling every fucking square inch of the landscape that isn't paved at this point because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. And they say California's broke, but they're going to pay these fucking idiots to do this shit. And no one's out there. I was the one because I kept them out because I'm all, this is my land. They were a threat to me. I'd walk up going, what the fuck are you doing? This is our ranch. Get the fuck out of here. I'm calling my fucking uncle. He'll get the sheriff. And I was just bullshit. But I kept the fucking places clean. I kept the fucking idiot transients that are going to trash the place out and let the state parks fucking waste their time. I just don't build shelters now. If I'm going to be down at the coast, I just sleep below the bush level, and it's a lot simpler. I've gone from a first class bum to a fucking bum, so to speak. See, I was 6 years old, and my mom was all, when you're 16, you're going to have to get a job to help pay rent. And at 6 years old, I was like, shit, fuck, that's 10 years I have left to have fun. And I dreaded it. And I always dreaded the fact that I didn't really want to go to college when I got out of school. It just seemed like I'd rather be outside doing stuff. I'd be stuck in the classroom, glued to the window, and I'd be in trouble because I never did any schoolwork. California was broke. I found that out when I was in 7th grade. So I definitely quit doing schoolwork then. They couldn't flunk you unless your parents held you back. And there's one class, and as a senior, if you didn't graduate that or pass that class, they just wouldn't graduate you with a diploma. But you were never held back. And but I don't know if it was like that all the way up. 7th grade, things changed. There's a bunch of propositions that passed. But I don't know what it was from 1st grade on. It's like I'd try to do schoolwork, and I'd always come back going, oh, I left my homework at home. I just didn't do it. If it was something I was interested in, I would do it. And yeah, school sucked. It was boring. I wanted to go outside and climb trees and swim in the ocean. I didn't surf then. I was really little. Even though kids at kindergarten were surfing, I knew. But yeah, I was more interested in having a good time. And just never changed. And by the time I got out of high school, it's like my dream as a 16-year-old was to get a little pickup truck, throw a camper shell on it, park at the spots where I like to surf, which was still actually in town. And I ran into a friend of mine. I'd met this guy through friends of mine, and he was from the Vietnam draft, which he dodged and went to Canada. And I met him because he had this campsite, so he took me to it because I lived in my van at the time. And blew me away, made my van style of living, which I was pimping, made it just boring as fuck. So I went out and found my own land, and I would sculpt the land to suit me and move the creek over to there to make this place even better and more pretty. And I mean, I'd put in like fucking years of work at my first campsite, years of brutal work. And yeah, I was just into it. And it's a passion of mine to be the way I am. And the way I see it, fucking, I'm on some fucking land, and they want to fucking, they catch me, let's say, and I've already cut into it, built something. It's all against whatever codes. They want to, if they ever were to arrest me, take me to court, I mean, am I wrong? Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Am I wrong? Did they change that? Did they? I don't even know. I've never read the fucking bullshit, because it is bullshit, because they don't abide by it. And that's all I would do. I'd stand up, and as soon as the judge opened his fucking mouth, I'd be like, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. And do I do this now? Or, I mean, do it to me. Fuck you guys. So it's all a bunch of fucking absurd bullshit. This tour is easy. I got someone selling merch finally. I used to do all the work and yelling over the vocals of other people and music, and you're right next to the monitors when you're right selling merch next to the stage. By the end of the night, I couldn't talk. I just have to like put a sucker in my mouth or something and zip it till tomorrow night when I'm getting ready to go on. And this tour, we got someone working, so I don't have to do that. The only thing that really is a bother is lack of sleep, strains my voice. And but that's tour. We have our formula, how it works, and that's just how we do it. I mean, I do my thing, Matt does his thing. We conglomerate and go, okay, or okay. Nope, maybe okay. I mean, none of it's going to be like something we would disagree with, because the patterns he writes and the lyrics I write just seem like it flows together. Whatever pattern I would sing over the riff, there's this pattern on the, I mean, one riff? I've got 6, 8, 10, 12, 20 patterns I can choose off of, breaking it up. So I don't know. What we're doing is just what we're going to keep doing. I know Matt's collecting as much footage as we get sent to us from people that video us, and he talks about it. I've heard him mention to an artist that, you know, giving him a DVD saying, "Hey, I keep saving all of them. Eventually, I'm going to like mix shit up and put out something." So, and some good artists out there giving us really quality footage. So.
All right, well, thanks for taking the time out. I know you're busy. You got to get on in a little while. I appreciate you spending some time with me.
Thank you, and have a good fucking night.